shameless.
United in the Europa League, Europa League.
Manchester United 4, Real Betis 1, and you know what? After conceding a silly equaliser, can't ask for much more than that. A nice little comfy cushion to take out to Betis as the snow comes down here at Old Trafford. It's absolutely freezing. On this winter, well, it's not really winter, but it feels like winter, on this really cold night. And you know what? Well done, boys. Professional performance in the end. I think we dominated for large parts, started off so well. And when you concede a silly goal like we did, you're not really sure how you're going to come out second half. You know, the chips have been down. Can you show a little bit of character? Can you calm yourself down? Can you compose yourself? And that's what we did. First half, I thought, we obviously getting the goal after like 8 minutes, Marcus Rashford rifling it into the roof of the net. You're thinking, right, that's exactly what you need after a bad Sunday, obviously, with what happened there. You want to score early, you want to get on your way. And that's what we did. So you're thinking more quality is going to come, but we just didn't really. We just lacked that little bit of clinical nature in the final third, because it was pretty much all us. And Betis score with their first, shot, which was annoying. It could have been prevented, maybe a little bit of a handball, and maybe David Hare could have done better, possibly. But we go in at half time, and it was quite scrappy after they scored as well. And then you're just thinking, what's our mentality going to be like? And actually, Eric Ten Hag takes off Diogo Dalot and put on Wan-Bissaka, and that was a really positive change. He done really well in that second half, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I thought he was excellent, up and down the right-hand side, calmed everything down, was good in an attacking sense as well. Bruno, I thought, again, he needed that. Captain's performance today, there's a lot of heat on him, gets his goal, but I thought he was good on the ball, especially second half. And then a bit of a free roll. That was quite interesting to see. Fred was probably the highest midfielder further forward at most of the time. Bruno was kind of dropping deep to pick up the ball off the back four. Sometimes he'd be on the left, sometimes he'd be on the right. He was all over the place, like I said, in a free roll. And to get his goal as well from a set piece, that was a he needed it. He needed it. I saw him afterwards as well. And he's all smiles as well. Look, at the end of the day, you can't say this is bounce back, but this is the first game after a bad defeat. So all you can do is begin to put it right. And that's what I was talking about when everybody was saying, not to say everybody, loads of people online were saying, oh, I can't believe he didn't drop Luke Shaw. I can't believe he didn't drop Anthony. You see Anthony's goal today as well. That was another player who come under criticism for a performance at Anfield. And it's not a like for like in terms of the opposition and now that's it. But I think if Eric Ten Hag would have made changes to that team, to me, in my opinion, that would have suggested that he was saying that some players played worse than others, when it just wasn't the case. They were all bad. They were all bad. And it's like, you made the mess, you begin to clear it up. And I love the fact that he played the same team. It says that actually, this is the team that we've been picking. This is our strongest team at the moment. This is my go-to team. And I'm going to give you the chance to put it back. If you mess up, you have to have the chance to put it back. And I think that we did that. We did that tonight. They did that tonight. They showed a response. Was it perfect in the first half? No. Second half, raised the levels. Betis couldn't live with us. They couldn't live with us. It was as simple as that. So I loved the second half performance. The intensity was there. And Anthony with a little bit of magic, just before we scored that second goal, it was a little bit messy, it was a little bit bitty, and sometimes you need a little bit of quality, a little bit of magic. Anthony cuts in, and that is an Anthony special, to be honest with you. When he cuts in, one thing he's definitely going to do, try and open up his body and put it into the far corner. Keeper didn't even try. Went to the right-hand side, couldn't do anything about it. Wout Weghorst. You know what? He was doing all the ugly bits as well. He was, all the things he's been doing, working hard for the team, bringing the ball down, trying to bring others into play. But even more than that, to be fair, he's getting into the positions, couple of little offside chances where even though he's offside, you're like, you still want to see those go in because it just gets your confidence. But you just felt it was coming, it's coming, it's been coming for Wout Weghorst. And you see him scoring a Stretford end. And sometimes you need that. You need one to just fall into your path so you can tap it in. And he literally celebrated like it was a 40-yarder bicycle kick from outside the box into the top corner. He ran over to that corner flag, big knee slide. And he just took a big sigh of relief. The guy's just needed that goal. He's been working his nuts off and he finally gets his reward. And you can see how happy the players were for him as well. Facundo Pellistri as well, when he came on, I thought he done really well. He actually causes that fourth goal, gets past a couple of players, gets round him, keeps the ball in play, gets the ball back to Scott McTominay, which forces the save, which actually leads to Weghorst's goal. So really good to see Facundo Pellistri come off the bench and have an impact as well. Scott McTominay did okay as well when he come off, could have scored. So look, all in all, professional performance, and we get to go to Betis with a 3-goal cushion. It's not done. You can never rest on your laurels, because if you concede an early goal, something stupid, you could be in for topsy-turvy time. But you should imagine that, we should be going through to the next round from this position unless there's a complete catastrophe, which I'm not going to jinx. But I'm really pleased. You know, the weather's going to be a lot different over there. It's going to be about 26, 28 degrees out there in Seville. I can't wait to get out there. But I just love the way that the boys bounced back, because this was a banana skin today. You know, you don't win this game and you don't have a professional performance. People are starting to wonder. The players start to get a little bit nervy. You know, can't we put what happened to bed on Sunday? And I'm not saying this completely stops that, but it is time to move forward. And the only way you can start moving forward is by winning football matches. And we've done that tonight in a professional manner, which I was pleased with the way we did it. And also, it puts us in good stead for Southampton on the weekend as well. And like I said, I like the fact that Erik ten Hag didn't make changes. I do have to say, just on a little bit of a negative, I thought David De Gea today, especially in the first half, when it was all on him, his distribution just kind of put us under the cosh a little bit. It just really wasn't good enough. And you know, a lot of you guys are going to say this is what people have been talking about. You know, likes of Marcel, likes of Cam, and I'm not ignorant. I am not ignorant. I definitely see what they're saying. But obviously, for me personally, again, I just think it's when people become disrespectful. It doesn't need to be sentiment. Doesn't need to be sentiment, I understand it, but I think what we did see today was clear examples of when that's an issue, and we have seen that with the ball at his feet sometimes, a lot, well, quite a few times this season. And I think second half, I think it was testament to how good we were. We upped the ante, and Betis couldn't get near us. So actually, David De Gea had nothing to do even on the ball. But in the first half, it was like they could sense an opportunity on it. They started pressing high, so Martinez couldn't get the ball, Varane couldn't get the ball, Dalot couldn't get the ball, and the likes of Shaw, whether it's Casemiro, they just pressed high, so we had to put David De Gea on the ball, and he was just knocking it out of play, giving it to other players. So that was the only concern of the match today that I thought was a bit of a dampener on it. But other than that, like I said, I keep using the term professional performance. It was time to bounce back, and we did that. Like I said, the road to redemption starts tonight in this picturesque ultra. This is, do you know what? Just off topic, it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely freezing, but it's beautiful. The snow's just falling, it's settling down on the hallowed turf, and you look around the stadium, and this is just a bit of a fan moment. I still get goosebumps every time I'm in here. I know people say, you know, the stadium needs this, the stadium needs that, but I tell you what, when you're in it like this and you're at pitch level, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. So yeah, my man of the match, who would I give it to? I would give my man of the match to Wan-Bissaka. Did really well. I think Bruno did well. Weghorst, just because he got the goal. I'll give it to Bruno. I think second half he was everywhere. I think he was making some good passes, good in transition. For Casemiro, done well. Again, everybody kind of raised their game second half. And obviously Anthony with the goal as well. Thought Malacia did really well when he come on as well. But I'll give it to Bruno, considering he had to deal with some Man United fans saying he should be stripped of the captaincy and shouldn't play, this, that and the other. And the media hounds were out for him as well. And I think today he settled that down, got his goal, captain's performance, 4-1. Off to Betis we go. So I'll give it to Bruno. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm going to leave you with the pictures of Old Trafford.